Hey gang, just wanted to make a quick little video about Kryponite Cocoa. Now, when I first came up with the name, I was really sort of just dicking around, making up something cool or funny or whatever, sort of poking a little bit of fun at all the, bulletproof coffee names and titanium tea and that sort of thing. Just coming up with my own fun name. And initially what I was going to do was call it K Kryptonite, then Cocoa with K instead of the C. But most of you have already seen the problem with that. Oh, camera's fallen down. That's no good. All right. Most of you have already seen the problem with that. K, and I'm not even going to say the last one because you know where I'm going with it. And I want to distance myself from that bullshit as much as possible. Racism is absolutely unacceptable in all its forms at all times. And I cannot say that emphatically enough. Prejudice will not be tolerated by the silverback. Not for a second, not once. One piece of prejudice. And if I see you on my site messing around with that, you will be gone for good. All right, without getting too aggressive about that, that's how strongly I feel. So I'm keeping the name Kryponite Cocoa. I'm just going to spell cocoa with 2 C's as normal, just to make sure that there is absolutely no misunderstanding of my intentions. Okay, so I'd just like to clear that up, and for all of you out there living Z100, keep it up, keep enjoying it. I'm the silverback. Prejudice is always out of order. Good morning everyone, good morning again. Welcome to Castle Silverback. This is me doing my breakfast routine and making my cocoa in the morning. I don't do the bulletproof coffee because I don't like coffee. So I do what I call a Kryptonite Cocoa. Everybody seems to have a funked out name for their morning beverage. I believe Tim Ferriss does titanium tea. Well, I do Kryptonite Cocoa because I put green tea in mine. So let's get started on what I do and why. Alright, I have put in here a tablespoon of tea, and I'm going to do my first steep with water that has not been quite boiled, because if you do it with boiled water, it will get bitter. So that'll be my first steep for about 2 minutes, and while I'm waiting for that, I will go over everything else that I do. So I put in Kerrygold unsalted pure Irish butter. Okay, Kristen's getting that, and then I'll cut off about a tablespoon of that. Whoops. And then I'll throw that in to my hand blender. There we go. That was a bit messier than I wanted. Then I take cocoa, just regular cocoa, and I'll throw in about half a tablespoon of that. Then I take pure stevia extract. Now this is the Cal brand, and warning to all, it does have some maltodextrin in it, which does make it sweeter and maybe isn't quite as pure for all you purists out there. It's not grass-fed free-range stevia. I make jokes about grass-fed free-range because everybody gets pretty messed up about everything having to be grass-fed free-range. This is not grass-fed or free-range, but it is heavy whipping cream. So I will put about a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream in there. Then I do, from organic peppers, it's a mixture of cayenne pepper and Thai pepper because I like a little bit of extra zip, so I'll put in a little bit of that. This is a bit of a weird one, people. This is from Oregon mushrooms. It is lion's mane mushroom. And it's going to put some of you off. It is a bit gritty. I put about a gram in, and I do just eyeball a gram. And I'll put about a gram in. It has all sorts of nutritional properties, and I'm not going to go into exactly what they are right now, but I will do a thing on mushrooms in another video. As I also take a pill with this that is a mixture of red reishi mushroom extract, cordyceps mushroom, and some vitamin C, so it is absorbed nice and easily. Alright, so now we get to the bones of what we're doing, and I actually put in, oh, I forgot, creatine. There's no real, getting low, there's no real evidence that creatine breaks down in hot water. It's a very simple molecule. So I put in about 5 grams of that. It synergizes with, and my brain's doing a brain fart there, with ubiquinol, there we go. And these are so-called smart drugs, and they work better with creatine for the ubiquinol when you take creatine with the ubiquinol. Alright, so now I have some MCT oil and some coconut oil, and I do use both of them. I will do about a tablespoon of the MCT oil. Now, studies have shown that MCT oil, because of the way that it's transported to the cell, will actually aid in weight loss and there are 4 different types of medium chain triglycerides, which is what an MCT oil is. 4 of them, well, 3 of them are found in this product here, made by Sports Research, and it's a very good product. It's a little bit expensive, I will admit, but it is well worth it for your coffees, for your Kryponite Cocoa, for whatever you happen to be using MCT oils in, even if you add a little bit to your salads. And it has 3 of the 4 MCT oils. And I'm going to get their names wrong, but it's C6, C8, C10, being caproic acid, caprylic acid, and capric acid. So I use this because I get those 3. Coconut oil, virgin unrefined coconut oil, because, no, I'm not going to make that joke, but you know what I was going to say. This stuff is the world's best source for lauric acid, which is the last of the medium chain triglycerides. So I do about a tablespoon of this as well. And I eyeball it. That's probably a little bit more than a tablespoon. Yeah, that's about right. And I will add that as well. And because I've been talking to you guys, I have steeped my tea way too long, but that's okay. Alright, I will finish up with, because you've now seen what I put in, I will finish up with my mixing, get it all ready, and I'll finish up, show you the mixing, and then show you how I pour it. So, thanks for that, I'll see you in a second. Hey, back again. So I've finished mixing up, well, not mixing, but I've finished adding everything. I've added water, again, not quite boiling because I don't want to mess with the tea. This is my second steep of the green tea. And as you can see, I live in a bit of a budget world here. I don't actually have a whole pile of tea stuff. I really just started using tea. Oh, that's a bit big. It ended up being a bit big, but that's okay. Alright. So this is an organic green tea. available at Amazon. I will try to remember to put a link in the description. And this is, oops, I got a little tea leaf in there. And this is a little bit too big, but I will try to. But you want to grab a hand blender like this, so that, because fats and oils don't mix very well, and you want to just give it some pulsing, let everything mix together. Only takes about 20 seconds. You'll get a nice froth on the top. It's too loud for my little boy Gabriel. Alright, so we'll give that a rinse. Grab a nice coffee cup and pour. And there you have it. Kryptonite Cocoa. It'll definitely get you up in the morning. You'll definitely get your fats. I'll put a little just thing in the description of how many fats you get from it. And it's delicious.